nagbigay sa akin agad ng movie, yung mano ko, was Mother Day. And then now, sa dami ng nakasama ko, sa dami ng nakilala ko, isa lang ang nagsabi that she was going to have a press con with our showbiz friends for Kiko. And that's Mother Lily's daughter, Roselle. So we're very grateful to the Monteverdes. We will never forget them. My heart is so full pag sinabi Monteverde. At parang abot langit yung pagka-touch namin. So we're very grateful.
Tinutuloy ng mga heirs and heir the legacy of the great legal matriarch.
And Roselle and I will call each other na sis. Kasi mother was like a mother to us talaga. Okay sa pala, tinutulungan na niya si Kiko. Tapos ako binigyan niya ng project. Parang, you know, and they're the ones na hindi ko nakasama from the beginning na. So it means so much more.
In another company.
Yes, it means so much more. Oo. And parang sila lang yung talagang voluntarily laging tumutulong sa kanya, tumutulong sa akin. So, thank you sis, thank you.
And to officially welcome you to the Regal home. This is where it all started. Our President and CEO, Marie Roselle Monteverde.
Hello. Magandang hapon sa inyo. I'm so glad that you're here because in support of Senator of Kiko Pangilinan, of course, na who's running for Senator this year. And of course, ni Sharon Pangilinan. I love you, sis. You know naman na idol kita ever since I was really, you know, a fan of the movie industry. I've been really wanting to work with you.
Sino mag-aakala? Di ba ang hirap mangyari, di ba? Na mapunta si Mega dito sa Regal home, di ba? Now she's here. Tapos kasama pa ang isang good man. Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Roselle.
And you know, I'm really, you know, asking all of you, kasi, you know, my mom has been advocacy for really good governance for our country. And always been, yung Kiko was running independent during that time, he really wanted to help and support. So, which she did. And we're just, as children of, you know, mother, we just want to continue on the legacy that she left us. Always, because she loves this country a lot. Kahit ako pinauwi niya dito. I was in the US for over 20 years. My son was also in the US for 30 years. So sinasabi niya talaga lagi, umuwi kayo sa Pilipinas. Huwag kayo dyan, dito kayo. Dito talaga kayo. Kasi super mahal niya ang Pilipinas. That's why she's been in the industry for a long time. Kasi love din yung industry, love niya kayong lahat. Diba? So, parang she's really after progress in our country. And that this is the reason why we're here. We're here to support Kiko because we believe in you. And we'd like you to really support us in this.
Kilig din. Later on, we get to hear from the great Kiko Pangilinan. But before that, he's not feeling well, but he's here! Para ipakita ang support kay Senator Kiko and Inay Menegal. Our Executive Vice President, Keith Ryan Monteverde. Your message, pwede ba, sir? Oh, I know you're not...
Yeah, I think my mom said it best already. Like, my Lola really set good examples for us in terms of supporting the Philippines, supporting the industry, and we're just very happy here to support Senator Kiko here today. So thank you all.
Alright, thank you, Sir Keith. Okay, we'd like to request everyone to please settle down so we can start with our...
Thank you. Magandang hapon sa kanila lahat. We'd like to apologize for being a bit late.
My fault.
No. We both had regular interviews. You didn't hear me lang. I was outside in the balcony. Ang sama ng signal pagka nandun pa sa mataas na building. But anyway, we apologize. Masyadong hectic na rin ang schedule. And so we were doing interviews before coming here. Just a very short story about this press call. When Roselle said we will agree to have this press call, I was, of course, the first person I remembered and missed was Mother Lily, because it was always Mother who put this together for us since 2001. We didn't ask. She was the one who volunteered. She called us, said, no, we're going to support you. We want good people in government. So we miss her, we miss Mother, and but of course she lives on with Roselle, with Keith, and with all of you who touched, all of us who touched her, who were touched by her generosity, her love for country. In fact, Roselle, when I was giving instructions to my team to help put this together and coordinate with you, 2 times I had to edit my message because I had to change Mother to Roselle. Out of habit, but Mother Lily will put together. Mother will put together a press conference. Roselle pala, Roselle. And then that was the first time. The second time, again, out of habit, we're going to have a press con with Mother, with Roselle. That's how we miss Mother so much, because she was really a mother to us. And as Roselle said, truly, she was inspiring. You know, when we were down, when we felt that we were alone, especially that independent run, we didn't join the administration or the opposition. So we were solo. She called us again and said, we need to help you, we have to win. So, yes, she's still alive, very much alive in our hearts, and the family. And thank you, Roselle, thank you, Keith, for the support. And when we're here, 6 more days, so it's the home stretch. We're still struggling to solidify a hold in the top 12. Several polls have placed us statistically tied from number 9 to 12 with about 8 other candidates. So it's really a tight race, an extremely tight race. Because only 12 will make it, maybe the difference between 12 and 13 can be less than 100,000 votes. So every vote counts. Every vote matters. And that's why this press con today, hopefully, we will be able to bring our message, which, by the way, has been hijacked left and right by trolls. We have been bashed, we have been trolled. They have spliced video, demeaning us, insulting us, mocking us, and that's why this, hopefully, the media, the showbiz media, can help us correct the lies that have been spread and continues to be spread. Palagay ko, because nga we're statistically tied, there are those who are afraid and have resorted to disinformation. Talagang nagbigay ng oras para siraan tayo. And so, ayun, we go back to the message. Why are we running? Why did we decide to run? Because our advocacy since 2010, and highlighted in fact in the last presidential and vice presidential election, in my case, was food security, support for our farmers. And after that run in 2022, today in 2025, food continues to be very expensive. Hirap ng ating mga kababayan. One of the top issues, top 3, top 2 issues would be high prices. And paramount there is food. Today we have the highest incidence of hunger since 2022, when we were all locked down and so many lost their jobs, so many were not earning anything. So hunger incidence was very high then. We're pretty much back to the incidence of hunger. About 37% of our voters, of our citizens experience hunger. It's almost 40, it's almost 40% of our citizens. The other thing is highest self-rated poverty since 2004. Ibig sabihin, people are suffering. And that's why we said we have to run to address the issue of hunger. We were able to address the rice prices when we were asked before. If you will recall, marami sa inyo will agree, there was a time, just recently, about less than 10 years ago, that 1,000 pesos, yung 1,000 piso at yung 500 piso, maraming nabibili sa palengke. Hindi ba? Hindi na ngayon ito. At bakit? Noong 2015, base sa NEDA statistics, pinakamababang inflation ang nakabot ng bansa in 20 years. Nationwide inflation was the lowest in 20 years. In 2015, September, and at that time, I was Food Security Secretary, precisely asked by President Aquino then to address high food prices, which we achieved in a period from 2014 to 2015. Bumagsak ang presyo ng bigas ng hanggang 3 piso kada kilo at bumagsak ang inflation rate na pinakamababa sa 20 taon. So I know how to address the problems of rice supply, of inflation, because if you address prices of rice, you address inflation pretty much. Pag mataas ang presyo ng bigas, sumusunod na lahat. Pag bumaba ang presyo ng bigas, sumusunod na lahat pa. And we've done that. Mission accomplished ng mga taon ngayon. And we can do it again. Yun siguro, nakakalungkot na habang tayo ay focus sa solusyon, merong mga focus sa disinformation. Habang tayo focus on yung katotohanan, merong focus sa kasinungalingan. Hindi sila nakakadagdag. Sana pigilan nila. But of course, we cannot reach as many people without the media, without your help. We cannot correct this disinformation thrown upon us, or pushback thrown at us, or have a strong pushback without your help. We hope that we are able to solidify our hold in the top 12 by the truth. Let them have all the lies thrown at us, but we will answer with the truth. Thank you, and again, to the Monteverde family, thank you very much for this support. Again, nakakatawa ng puso. It inspires us to continue this fight. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Senator Kiko. Sobrang emotional.
I'm sorry, pero walking into Valencia, kasi alam ko yung mother sa nagabutang na loob namin sa Monteverde family na sana napayagan ko si mother, kalkasan ko, kabalaan ko. Pero for the Monteverdes to continue showing us love and the true meaning of being family was this. We're just really grateful. Kasi can I just say, I'm also pagod na kami kasi 5 days na nang matatapos na yung kampanya. Hindi ko maintindihan. Sorry, nadadala ako nung utangan ko kay mother, pero sumasama yung sinasabi ko kay Kiko very often. Hindi ko maintindihan din. Umiyak ako dahil kay mother hindi. Sorry. Hindi ako nagdadrama, baka ako, pang-meme na naman ako. Nakahalo-halo po, sorry. Sabi ko, di ko maintindihan. Kung selfish tayong tao, okay na buhay namin maayos na eh. Patahimik na ako. Tapos si Kiko, okay naman, may mga napundan kami negosyo, okay mga anak namin, nag-ayos-ayos namin na palaki. Si Candy's graduating na this month. So that after elections, I'm going to attend her graduation. Lian has finished her first year, so 3 years na lang siya. Pero talagang calling ni Kiko, bata pa lang siya, is ready to serve. Di ba kahit si Ma'am Lenny, nag-thank you sa akin for allowing me to take on the role of the Vice Presidential Candidate.
candidate because she knew it wasn't going to be easy. I grew up with a mayor for a father, and until just shortly before he died, when I was born, mayor na siya. Shortly before he died was the only time na hindi na mayor ang tatay ko. So, I never liked politics kasi nga, in the Philippines, pagkaganda-ganda pa ng intensyon mo, pagkaayos-ayos mo ng puso mo, natatalo ka ng fake news, tsaka budget ng bilyon-bilyon ng ibang kandidato na wala namang kami. Lahat ng meron kami pinahirapan namin dalawa siya, even before I met him. Yung teams lang yan, di ba? Pinagtatawanan namin. Pero syempre, miski parang pinaniniwala ko. Sabi ko, dapat nagkaroon tayo ng ano na, bakit po ba ayaw yung boto sa Kiko? Ano po yung mga doubts ninyo? Kasi lahat ng kasinungalingan nilalabas against him, may resibo kaming katapat. Meron kaming mga makapagpapasa, walang katotohanan dun sa mga binibintang nila, paninira nila. Siguro bilang asawa niya at nanay ng mga anak niya, ang pride kasi namin galing dun sa matinong pagkatao natin. Wala namang perfecto, diba lalo tayo sa showbiz, Diyos ko. Pero maayos ang pinagagalingan natin. Maayos kami panalaki ng mga magulang namin. Napaka-blessed ko na nakahanap ako, pinagdasal ko, bigyan ako ng asawa. Kaya totoo, alam ng Panginoon ko, bigyan ako ng asawa, hindi ako sasaktan, magiging mabuting ama. You know, Kiko doesn't have a lot, but everything he has, he gives to us. This is also his heart for the country kasi ginawa kami ng ano sa politika. He served for over 2 decades. Wala kami inasenso. Tatrabaho pa rin kami. I'm 59. I still work. Because my husband still works. Because we think of our children. Everything we have has come from honest hard work. So yun ang thank you. So sorry. I didn't expect that. Every day ito sinasabi ko. Siguro kasi nung laki ako, kasama ng marami sa iyo. So, parang mas comfortable. Gusto ko lang itanong, ba't po ayaw iboto si Kiko? Meron kaming sagot. Meron na siyang nagawa. Sasabihin nila walang nagawa. He has passed 200 plus laws. Sabihin nila, aling mga bakit kumain sa takip ng kaldero? Meron namang plato, meron namang tao ng sali. Inabot po ni Idol yun sa kanya, yung imbita sa kanya, kasi tatapon ng gatas ng kalabaw pag hindi plato o hindi. Inabot sa kanya yung pinakikuha. Yung sabaw, tinagman mo, ang init-init siya, unang ganyan yan. Hindi ka niya maano, yung second doon niya talaga hinimo ng maraming hangin, di ba? If you watch the full video naman, makikita niyo, sinisplice kasi, yung wow, dagat. Hindi na naman tinuloy dun sa wow, dagat kasi mga anak ko may hika. May asthma yung mga anak namin. So talaga ang dagat important sa amin na dinana yung mga anak namin. But lagi na namin you know, he has 2 degrees from the University of the Philippines. One in comparative literature, one in law. He graduated from the John F. Kennedy School of Government in Harvard with an A- average when he graduated in Harvard University. He has been a teacher in Ateneo de Manila. He is a lawyer. He's a businessman. He's the greatest father. He's the greatest husband. Malaki ang takot sa Diyos. Kasi yung konsensya namin, lalo yung nag-a-apply ka ng magtrabaho for the people, nag-a-apply ka ng magtrabaho to serve the people, para ikaw yung ginagawang joke o parang binabaliktad ka, nagsisinungaling about, parang basta nga may intention mo. Hindi ko alam ang intention ng ibang kandidato, pero yung kandidato ko, napakasensitive sincere, napaka-honest. Like I said, okay na kami, masarap ang buhay namin. Pero ang turo sa amin pareho ng dalawang sets ng magulang namin. When you are a little more fortunate, you always share, you always, tsaka yung lumaki kami sa paniniwala, ako politiko tatay ko, siya politiko siya. Parang, stop complaining about what you find wrong in your country. Do something. And he's trying to do something. He's done many things over more than 2 decades. So, kung doubts ang meron sila, sana po, I hope they do their research. I hope madaling na malaman ng katotohanan sa mga datos na opisyal, yung mga tunay, hindi yung mga bilang o paninira ng ibang vloggers o ibang tao na madaling paniwalaan kung wala kang backup na mga patunay. I hope people see he's worked so hard to give to the country he loves so much. And you know, why do we focus on agriculture? Why does he focus on agriculture? Our children respect farmers and fisher folk so much. Si Frankie, when she was about 5 years old, said, you know, farmers are like our parents. She was 9, sorry. Without them, we won't have food. And if you think about that, pag ang mga magsasaka at namin isla, nagbenta, ang bumili sa kanila bilangan, nabili sa kanila ng kunyari piso, tapos binenta ng 50 piso, pero piso lang napunta sa kanila. Alam niyo po yung mga anak at apo nila, ayaw na maging magsasaka, ayaw na maging mangingisda. They want to go to the city and do other things kasi wala silang kita. So pag wala na ang farmers, the average age of a farmer now is 57. Ayaw na sumunod ng mga henerasyon. Yung mga sunod na henerasyon ayaw na maging magsasaka. Excuse me, pati mga isda na. Anong gagawin natin? Pag wala na magsasaka at mga isda, i-importin natin lahat. Mula bigas hanggang poultry, livestock. Anong gagawin natin? Kailangan natin mag-trabaho ng 2 trabaho kasi ang presyo ng pagkain, dodoble na naman. Doble pa. Kasi hindi na galing dito. It's the very basics, the basic necessities that we all need in each of our lives that he is fighting for. Hindi ko maintindihan kung ayaw intindihin ng iba or hindi na maintindihan talaga na pangungunahan ng fake news. These are important issues in all our lives and their present problems. Kaya mahal ang bilihin, mahal ang pagkain. When he did this in 2016, bumaba ang presyo ng bigas agad-agad. You know, yung tagline namin, kung marami pang pinakakaintindi sa mga readers ninyo o viewers ninyo, yung pag-making komisyaran, kasi sumikat yung tinatawag na balutin mo ako, tapos magsasyaran ka ba? That's the meaning of that. Kasi pag mababa ang presyo ng pagkain, marami kang maihahanda. Ibig sabihin lahat, pwede pa magbaho. That's the meaning of that. Pagmikiko mo siya. Hindi yung pagmikiko, sekretarya na ako. Hindi. The meaning is that. And this is very important kasi like yung campaign namin. But if you look at the issues na tinatalakay ng asawa ko, they're the most important, the most basic necessities that we all need. We all have. So, pakiusap ko lang talaga yun. Kunyari, ano pa ba? Wala ka na more than 200 ka dyan. Wala daw parusa sa juvenile justice law na tapasan niya. May parusa, hindi pwedeng wala. Pinoprotekta lang niya doon yung mga batang, let's say, nagnakulang ng pagkain, nakulong kasama ng hardened criminals, tapos mag-discussion. Yun lang naman. Pero syempre, kung seryoso yung crime, may parusa. Hindi pinapakawalan. Hindi talaga. Kasi they're kids, they're minors. Sa ibang bansa nga, hindi pwedeng pakita ang mukha, hindi pwedeng sabihin ang pangalan. Dito, may parusang katapat. Depende sa crime mo. Kung naman astig yung crime mo, feeling adult ka, bigay ka namin, ikaw naman, di ba? Pwede naman. At daming paninira. It's very easy to research about what is true about every single issue being brought forward against Kiko. Ang kailangan lang namin talaga, yung impormasyon mag-disseminate. And this is why we're very grateful na lahat kayo nandito ngayon. Because you are the only ones that can help us. Apart from yung taong bayan na aware. So, we have 5 days left before the end of the campaign, which is May 10. We have 5 days left. After May 10, we can't campaign anymore, and May 12 is election day. We are really knocking on your hearts and knocking on your Filipino spirit to help us. He's not the only one that can make good change in the country, but he's certainly the best one. Please help us. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. Sarap, ang sarap.
Yung mga nagpa-fundraiser for Kiko, nakakatuwa.
Kanina ko nabalitaan yan sa isang group.
Oo.
Go ahead, Senator.
Yes, in fact, sabi ko nga, yung batch 81 ng nasabing hits, kasama dyan, ilang mga nasa showbiz din, Jerry Gloriano, who used to be with Cox, Rene Martinez, who is also with theater. So they put it together to help us. Kagabi ba yun? Hindi ko na maalala kasi sa dami ng hindi ko na alam saan ako galing, saan ako pupunta. Sinasabi nila sa akin, o bukas dito ka pupunta, ganitong oras ka magigising, ganitong oras.
Yeah, you lost weight na, Senator.
Yes. But that's correct. Wala kaming malaking makinarya. Hindi tayo nakapanood sa mga ticket. Kami lang ni Pam, magka-tandem. So, dahil wala kaming makinarya, we are relying on volunteerism. We're relying on support. And kami lang ata, ang nakabin natin, mayroong nag-house to house ng mga volunteers. So, sabi ko, we are fighting, tumitindig kami, tumatakbo ako para doon mga kababayan natin na naniniwala na may pag-asa pa ang Pilipinas, na naniniwala na pwedeng manalo ang lumalaban ng batas at hindi magnanakaw natin. At siyempre, yung subukan nating ipanalo ang tama. So, our people will be our source of inspiration. Our volunteers will be our source of strength. Sila ang magbibigay ng dagdag na tapang at dagdag na lakas para itawid natin ito sa finish line. At sila rin na mapapanalo sa atin. So, yun. Nakakataba talaga ng puso yung ginagawa ng ating mga kababayan na tumutulong sa atin.
Yeah. Actually, Senator Kiko, siya, nandito kami ni Tita Angel, last Wednesday sa Japan Wednesday. Nakakatuwa na kahit ang sinusupport nila doon, yung mga sa administration, yung event, one of your sisters, sumalang doon, nag-campaign at saka nephew yata yun, for you. Nakakatuwa na kahit yung mga nagsusupport sa administration candidates, they allow na makapag-campaign yung mga malalapit sa iyo, yung mga taong naniniwala sa iyo. Are you aware of that, Senator Kiko?
Yes, na balitaan ko, and many other places actually. Kasi marami ang nagsasabi, hindi kami mag-straight, may mga isisingit kami. At kasama na rin siguro yun yung dati ko na silang natulungan. I have been in 3 terms in the Senate. We have probably helped over 2,000 NGOs. Kaya nga pag sinasabing walang nagawa, clearly it's a lie. So itong mga kasamahan natin, halimbawa sa Nueva Ecija, we were able to, when I was Food Security Secretary, approve Pangasinan Palagapan, 2.6 billion pesos worth irrigation that helped 8 towns. So meron talagang nagawa. But the other point is, sino ba yung nandun sa Japan? Kasi wala yung kapatid ko. Lahat umiikot. So merong pumunta sa Japan, may Baisian, nag-house to house, kasama yung pamangkin ko. Si Anthony is now in Mindanao, together with Maricel. And they were with us in Jensan. Tapos tumuloy sila, si Maricel and Anthony went to Davao City, went to Panabo. May ikot din sila, went to Bicos. And then my Gary will be in Cebu. And Jelly is here.
Of course.
So, Papa P will also be in Cebu. Yes. Yes, and my brothers are in either in Cavite or Paranaque or Palawan, and my sisters too. So, yeah, this was how my father also raised us. That pamilya dapat nagtutulungan, will be with each other, fighting for each other, helping one another. And that's why, yes.
Tama-tama, lumabas na si Donnie Pangilinan sa PBB. I'm sure magkukontinue. Kasi siya, nakita ko yung video na nandun kayo sa isang campaign, nandun siya. Binibiro-biro mo pa siya kay Bel Mariano. Si Bel ba, sasama ba?
Hindi pa. Pero busy din. Busy.
Speaking grabe na openly, ang dami naglabas na openly. Support niya yung candidate.
Vice ganda.
Vice. Can you believe?
Vice, Paul, Okwang, Pinky Amador, Jed Madela, Rita Avila, Iza Calzado, Darren Espanto, Enchong Lee, Roby Domingo, Jonah, Parokya ni Edgar, River Maya, Ben and Ben also, they will be having a podcast on the 5th, May 5, today. Is it today?
Yes, May 5 today.
Julie, when is Ben and Ben? Today? Tonight? Yeah, they interviewed me. So, I thank them because hindi rin biro. Maraming natatakot because baka daw mabash, baka daw matroll. But I thank them for their courage. Ogie and Regine. Sino pa? Baka may nakalimutan. Ann Curtis. Janine Gutierrez. Maha Salvador. Between Escalante. Nadine Ilustre also.
And we expect more in the coming 5 days pa siguro open meeting about
And
you.
Hindi biro. Pero sabi ko nga, nagpapasalamat ako na sila yung matapang dahil yun ang gustong gawin ng troll sa atin. Matakot, manahimik, para sila ang mangingibabaw. Kaya sabi ko nga, ako, 6 na taon na kong tinroll, pati pamilya ko. Pero lagi ko naiisip, kung ako ang matatakot, paano na yung ordinaryong tao na walang boses? Kung ako ay mananahimik, paano na yung mga talagang walang boses? And I keep telling myself this, I have to be strong for those who are weak. I have to speak for those who have no voice. And I have to fight for those who cannot fight. So I have to be courageous for those who are afraid. And with them coming on board, so mas marami sa atin ang magiging matapang. Nakakahawa yung takot, pero nakakahawa din yung tapang. Kaya salamat sa kanilang lahat.
Shawi, ikaw daw mismo medyo nagugulat kasi ang dami nag-approach sa'yo na saying that they're willing to support. Sila mismo nag-presenta, hindi mo kailangan lumapit.
Nakaka-touch. Kasi never ako lumalapit sa mga kanila sa showbiz. Never talaga kahit nakapag-anak ko. Parang if they want to help, I'm so grateful. Kasi gusto ko rin makita yung face nila in Kiko. So when they come forward and they help, syempre natatouch ko sobra. Lalo itong laban na ito, parang ito yung pinaka-challenging sa amin since tumakbo siya, since he started running over 20 years ago. Ito yung pinakamahirap. So the people that have come forward, some of them na hindi ko na-expect. Yung half ini-expect ko magsabi sa akin na tulong po kami, wala. So, okay lang, at least, di ba? So, Yung mga nagmamahal ko lang sa akin, sobrang ako.
Pero,
Judy Ann and Ryan pala, naku, since the beginning.
Ito pa pala, sorry. I want to mention
Yes,
all of
please,
them.
give us a chance.
OG Diaz, Mama Loy, Leo Martinez, John Arcilia, Neri Naik, Jim Paredes, Maylene Dizon, Pia Magalona, Victoria, Cookie Chua, Bayang Barrios, Angel Aquino, Olive Isidro, Jake Ejercito, Aya Fernandez, Josa Poco, DJ Suzy, Saab Magalona, Justin Dizon, Julina Magdanal, Elmo and Arkin Magalona, and the others I mentioned. So thank you for all their support and their bravery and their courage to stand up. Because what we're fighting for really is the future of our country. I remember meeting Chak Chak. I met him before. He's 5 years old, campaigning for me. Yeah, and then little boy, just last night. I'm sorry. Yeah, and I said, "Do you know why I'm here? Do you know why I'm here? Because I'm fighting for your future. Because we can't give up on our children. Because we love our children, and we want a better future for them. So ipaglalaaban natin yung mga anak natin sa buhay." Yes, si Venice. She was 2 years ago, 2022. In Boac, I met her. She's 13 now. And the moment I saw her, she started to tear up. And then she cried. Why? She campaigned so hard for us in 2022 when we kicked her, and she was so hurt. And I told her, sabi ko sa kanya, I know it's painful. Sabi ko, alam ko nasaktan ka dahil masakit yung mabigo. Pero hindi tayo dapat tumigil ng pagmamahal. Kaya natin ginawa yan, tumakbo dahil mahal natin ang ating bansa, kaya ka lumaban dahil gusto mo ng mas magandang kinabukasan. Pero dahil nabigo tayo, hindi ibig sabihin hindi na tayo magmamahal ulit. We have to keep fighting for our country. We cannot give up. And that's why I'm not here. Si Tatang Nick, who's now 91, is a farmer, has been farming for the since he was 20, 70 plus years. He's still poor. From 5 hectares, 1 hektare na lang ang kanyang sinasaka. Tapos, baon pa sa utang. 3 silang magsasaka na nakausap ko from San Simon, Pampanga. Nag-depress siya nung natalo kami 1 week. Pero nakausap ko silang 3 before the last campaign. Tatang Nek, Tatang Mamin, and Tatang Peleng. 78 years old, 84 years old, and at that time, 88. And I asked them, gaano katagal na kayo nagsasaka? And all of them said, either teenager or 20 years old. Ang total number of years na sila'y nagpa-farming, combined, yung 3, was 186 years. 186 years na silang nagsasaka combined para pakainin ang ating mga kababayan. Pero ano ang sukli ng lipunan sa kanila? So, this is why we're fighting. We cannot give up on those who have suffered the injustice, who continue to be poor and unable to fight for themselves, who need for us to fight for them. And we cannot give up. Sabi ko nga, tuloy lang.
thank you, Senator. Shall we, alam mo, sa mga group chats, sa showbiz, parang majority talagang yung request to vote and support people, grabe. So, parang gusto ko naman congratulate kayo pala. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Judy.
Thank you, EJ.
Alright, thank you. We can only entertain 2 more questions. Talagang sarap kasi ng in as much as gusto pa natin para bahay, but I understand may time pa lang sila, but we can entertain 2 more questions. I understand Ms. Tessa, the editor of Manila Times, Tessa Ariola has a question. Hi, Ms. Tessa. She hired Tessa to rescue not just here today. Nakakatuwa.
Pwede po ba si Sir who was in politics before kasamahan ni Senator sa FYL? She's been campaigning for you. So she, kahit sa mga family chat namin, isa lang po
Dikit pala tayo, ano? May connection.
Ate Joey, I was watching you kanina. You must have heard Senator Kiko's speech so many times. But among everybody in the room, I think you were the one who was really, your eyes were on him and really, appreciated everything that he was saying. And you must have enjoyed the last 3 years that he had more time to be at home. Pero watching him also in those last 3 years, was something missing kay Senator Kiko? As you said, his heart has always been there.
When did I tell you before? When you said I should not run anymore. Did you say it? But you don't have that spark. Because parang you were born to serve. You have to run, remember. So yeah, I know his heart so well. Kasi early in our marriage, kaya pa yung napapag-awayan namin. Gusto mo, sa'yo na lang siya. But then that's not how we were raised. So, we have to give back to a country that's been so good to us, especially me. Nakikiusap na kami pagbigyan siya para mag-serve. Diba?
Parang it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Now we have to fight so hard to just get their vote so we can serve them. That's what's very hard to understand. But that's why we're counting on you.
Ang isa sa mga sinasabi ko sa campaign trail, kasi last week, we celebrated our 29th wedding anniversary.
Wow!
April 28. No, so it's May 5 today. So last Monday, today is Monday, so 1 year. Tama siya. So ang sinasabi ko, maraming lumiligaw kay Shani. Maraming gusto makuha ang kanyang matalis na oo. Marami akong kaupong-penso. Sikat na artista, milyonaryo mga negosyante. Pero bakit ako ang nagwagi? Kasi, sabi ko, imbis na mahaling bulaklak na rosas, tulips, ang binigay ko sa kanya, chicharong bulaklak. So, consistent. Noong pa man, dalawang pagkain lang. But then I say also that the reason why we lasted 29 years is because when I asked her to be my love, the love of my life, I promised her to love her forever. And I did not. I made sure I stayed true to that promise. Hindi man madali, may mga panahon na may challenges, love conquers all. So, yun din, sabi ko nga, di ba yung mga politiko nanliligaw din, gusto makuha ang matamis na oo ng mga kandidato, ng mga butante pala. At pag nakuha na yung matamis na oo, dapat hindi magpataksil. Dapat magiging tapat at totoo. So ako, sa personal na buhay, at sa buhay lingkod bayan, iisa, na 18 years akong nahalal bilang senador, and 18 and 2 years bilang cabinet secretary, wala akong pinagtaksilan. Naging tapat ako. Wala akong kasong corruption. Wala akong... Hindi ako nagpayaman sa pwesto. So...
Kaya yung mga paninira sa kanya, puro memes, puro ganyan, or yung mga napasan niya hindi binubuo para hindi minimisinform yung tao. Kasi hindi nila masabi, magnanakaw yan, kasama sa almolya yan, or may pahit ng skandalo yan. Wala silang masabi gano'n. So doon na lang nila kayo po. Naiintindi naman namin charity na lang.
So ang ating pakiusap sa ating mga voters on May 12, busisiin ng gusto. Huwag basta maniniwala sa matatamis na salita. Tingnan yung track record. Tingnan kung meron bang kasong anomalya, meron bang background, o meron bang pangangakong napako. Tingnan natin at doon natin piliin yung
Okay.
meron din sigurong isang hindi ko nabanggit kanina, but one of our advocacies, well, it's food security, no? Pero kasama sa food security, siyempre, ay paano natin i-address itong problema ng gutom, lalo na sa mga kabataan at estudyante. May mga datos na nagsasabi, marami sa mga anak natin, about a third of our children are suffering from malnutrition and various degrees of stunting. That's a huge amount. That's because of inaccessibility of nutritious, healthy food. Kulang. So ang ating proposal, 30% of those who have school meals end up continuing to graduate. In other words, nagda-drop out pag walang school meals. May mga eskwelahan, public schools na may school meals, depende, merong wala. Makikita ninyo sa resulta, pag may school meals, they continue on. Maganda ang performance sa math, science, sa mga test, kumpara dun sa mga walang school meals. So to address that, we must have free breakfast sa elementary, high school, at preschool. Sa lahat ng pampublikong paaralan, number one, so that we are able to address quality education that the children deserve. And second, hanggang kalahati ng pagkain na ihahain sa lahat ng pampublikong paaralan ay dapat binibili direkta sa mga magsasaka na lokal at mangingisda na lokal. Gulay, baboy, manok, itlog, para sila rin, ang farmers, alam nila, naku, gobyerno ang bibili sa tamang presyo, magtatanim pa ako ng mas marami. Pag mas marami na nga ang tanim, mas marami ang aanihin, alam nilang hindi sila binaparat, gaganda ang kanilang kita, gaganda rin ang supply ng pagkain. Win-win tayo.
Makes sense talaga, Senator.
And it's being done in Indonesia, in Thailand, in Japan, in Italy, in France, because precisely it works. From daycare to grade 12. You can do it in stages kasi it may be a huge amount outright, but it has to be done in a period, let's say, of 3 years that we will complete it, but we have to start so that it can be done. And then, food security.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Ms. Tessa. Okay, at this point, when she learned about this get-together with the media, sabi niya, I wanted to come. Immediately, she informed her manager, who is very close to the senator. But before I call her in, I'd like to call him muna, another person, a good theater actor, a staunch supporter of the Senator Kiko Pangilinan. Please welcome to join us here. Surprise star, Fee Palmos, the star of the musical Delia D. Ayan. Fee, halika, message ko na magbati ka. Ayan. Sige, later ako, photo tayo ha. Ayan. Oh. Nakasama kayo na isa.
Never.
Never pa. Napaka sa inyo.
So grateful.
Wala ka namin sa Dreamscape yan, si Fee. Fee, your message to Inay Mega and yeah, please.
Hello po. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Kanina, nung dumating ako, umiiyak si Ate Shawi. As a Sharonian, hindi ko kaya umiiyak ka. So, naloloka ako. Pero, kanina, pinag-usapan din namin na hindi tayo dapat maging somber. I mean, the mood should always be triumphant because we have a great candidate in our midst and dapat doon kaagad, panalo na talaga dapat tayo. Hindi natin iniisip na it's hard at the Shawi, it's hard po sa Kiko. Pero hindi eh. Sanay tayong lumaban. Sanay tayong maniwala sa pag-asa at sanay tayong maniwala sa kabutihan, and that's what we're fighting for. Kanina iniisip ko, sana naman hindi kung sino-sino lang yung nasa Senado na ilalagay natin. And I think connected kasi na bakit ba mahirap ngayon sa bansa. And I think kanina pinag-usapan namin ni Ate Isa. It's really about food.
Binuking mo na. Charito. magic, ha?
Sorry. It's really about food eh. Maraming nagugutom at kailangan natin sa Senado yung taong nakakaintindi kung paano matatapos yung problema natin sa kagutuman. At parang nag-iisa lang yung taong pinaka-nakakaintindi mula sa mga magsasaka, mula sa ating food security, mula sa kung paano natin mapapababa ang ating mga kakainin sa araw-araw. At si Senator Kiko lang. Siya lang po yun. So, I would like to implore like everyone to wag na tayong mag-isip. Kasi hindi naman na kailangan pinag-iisipan pa kung sino yung mga isusulat natin na sishinda natin sa balota. Kung lagi natin sinasabi na paulit-ulit na siya na naman, ako wala akong pakialam kung si Senator Kiko ulit ng paulit-ulit because the track record speaks for itself. Lagi siyang nandyan kung sa pagpaparaya lang. Pwede namang tumakbo si Sen Kiko nung time ni Lenny, pero nandun pa din yung pagpaparaya niya na hindi. Tulungan natin. It's not really for himself, but it's really for the Filipino people. It's really para sa ating lahat. At sana yun yung makita. Sige, wag na yung track record or whatsoever, pero sana makita yung puso. And we Filipinos are very much in tune with our emotions. At sana yung puso niya noong siya ay senador pa lamang na nagsisimula, na hanggang ngayon, ilang dekada na siyang magsaserve dito sa atin. Sana yun yung mas tumimo sa lahat ng boboto next week. I know it's crunch time, but may time pa. It's crunch time, pero may time pa. May panahon pa. And sana matulungan natin na mas i-push pa natin si Sen Kiko dahil kailangan po namin kayo sa Senado. Everything that's happening. Salamat. Thank you so much.
Pwede mag-react lang din. May datos ang SWS about voting behavior. And sinabi nila, up to 21% of voters decide in the last 10 days, the last 2 weeks. So, ibig sabihin, pukpukan talaga.
Yes.
So we need to keep the message out there. Thank you, Fee, for reminding us na we are statistically tied from number 10, number 9, 10, 11, and 12. So a bit more of a push.
Yeah.
Convinced that 21% continue to think who will be there. And endorse us, support us, upload why you're voting for us. Diba? Mag-house to house pa rin yung ating mga kababayan, pero mag-upload ng video, bakit namin sinusuportahan si Kiko, si Bam, para i-share at palagay ko, magkakaroon ng magandang sorpresa para sa kababayan natin sa araw ng halalan.
Most of us in the theater community, wala po kayong iisipin. We're for you.
Salamat.
Thank you, P. Okay. Please stay have our photo of P. Give him a seat, please. And of course, ito na kanina, introduce na ako. Sabi ko, excited ako makita. Kasi talagang ibang puso din itong babae. The award-winning Isa Calzado is here with us. Openly supporting and publicly supporting Senator Kiko Pangilinan's candidacy. Of course, as you all know, she's one of our best regal babies. And she is wearing the Kiko Pangilinan color. Ay, oo nga, no. Ako lang.
Represented Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
Correct.
Episode 1 and 2.
Congrats po sa Delia Diha. She's the star of Delia Diha musical. Okay. Lisa! Hello, greet everyone! Mga ano mo, lumaki sa mata mo ito, mga.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat, sa mga kaibigan natin sa press. Magandang hapon sa ating senador, Kiko Pangilinan, Kuya Kiko, Ate Shawi, Mr. Sel, Batch ko.
I know.
And of course, Fee. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Alam niyo po, Alam niyo po, today, dapat sa Lucena City kami magkasama ni Kuya Kiko. Pero dahil sa mga di inaasahang pagkakataon ay sa Quezon City tayo napunta. At baka ito talaga ang tinakda ng Panginoon para sa atin. So, Quezon pa rin, di ba? Ako na, kinilabutan ako. Hindi ko alam. Pero, siguro po, allow me to just say, bakit nga ba si Kuya Kiko ang bibigyan ko ng isang boto ko? Kasi katulad ng nasabi ni Fi kanina, ang track record malinis. Ang puso, humble. Nakilala ko po siya, mas nakilala ko nung kami po ay galing sa Davao Rally para sa Lenny Kiko po nung 2022. Magkasabay kami sa aeroplano. Hindi ko siya talaga masyado kilala. Siyempre siya yung mas kilala ko. At idolo nating lahat at mahal na mahal natin. So pinagmamasdan ko lang, siya lang magsabi, nasa kaya yung mga bodyguard nito. Tinitignan ko, wala po akong naramdaman na presensya na nagsasabing VIP ako. Tinandaan ko po yun. Sabi ko, ay nakatapak sa lupa. Nakita ko po yan, sir. And sabi ko, I really like, sabi ko, ito talagang VP ko noong panahon na yun. So, nung nalaman ko po natatakbo si Senator Kiko, nagpunta po ako ng very first. Marami na pong nangyari, kaya hindi ako nakasama pa sa mga rally. Pero para sa akin po kasi, pag binabasa ko po kung ano ang mga na-accomplish ni Senator Kiko, syempre yung sakit sa Act. Napaka-importante po ng food security, lalo na po sa isang bansa kagaya ng Pilipinas, na ang root problem po talaga ng lahat ay kulang sa pagkain. Bakit mayroong krimen? Gutom ang tao. Bakit nag-fail tayo sa mga pagpasa ng maraming matalino na Pilipino, pero dahil sa malnutrition, hindi tayo umaabot, hindi natin nare-reach yung full potential natin. And I think this is something that needs to be addressed. And we need people, we need senators, like Senator Kiko Pangilinan, to help us find solutions, better solutions. Like he said earlier, providing breakfast, food meals. Importante po sa akin yun. I actually am part of Advancement for Rural Kids. In this, they address food security here in the Philippines. So, pag pumunta ka po sa rural areas, napaka-basic po eh. Turuan nyo lang silang magtanim. Makakakain po ang mga tao sa probinsya natin, wala pang 5 piso. May pagkain na. Magtatanim lang sila ng gulay. Pero minsan po ay nakalimutan na ito. Very basic. Pwede po ang mga komunidad sa ating may lupa po eh. Nakakalimutan lang paano magtanim. Napaka-rich po ng soil ng Pilipinas. We just need to have better systems in place. We need to re-educate our people. And I think that is why we need Senator Kiko on board. At isa pong bagay na gusto ko po kasi na kasama po kayo sa pagpasa ng Extended Maternity Leave Act. Principal author po. Kasama ni Senator Risa po. Principal sponsor po siya yan. Pasensya po, hindi po talaga ganun ka. Hindi po ganun ka in-depth. Pero nang alam ko po na big part po si Senator Kiko kung paano nangyari na from 60 days, naging 105 days ang maternity leave ng mga kababaihan. Importante po, paid po yan at pwede po kayong extension 30 days pero hindi po paid. Kinikilabutan po ako na nagkaroon ako ng pagkakataon na masabi ko sa inyo, importante po sa ating mga kababaihan na meron tayong alay. Meron tayong mag-champion para sa atin, magiging boses natin bukod sa mga kagaya ni Senator Risa, Senator Pia sa Senado. Kasi po, kaalyansa natin, kailangan po natin ng mga kakampi na alam po yung basic human rights, yan po talaga eh. From food security to basic human rights, yan po talaga ang plataforma at full thrust ng governance ng Senator Kiko. Kaya po, para sa akin po talaga, importante na maisama siya sa Magic 12. Kaya, sabi mo kanina, huwag na tayo mag-isip. Babaguhin ko kailangan natin isipin kung sino ang ating ilalagay sa ating pamumuno ng ating bansa. Kasi napaka-importante po ng mga taong ito dahil sila ang nag-lead sa country natin. Sila po talaga ang decision makers natin doon, ang boses natin. At talagang maglalagay kung nasaan ang budget, nandun po talaga ang power. So let's think of this and pray about it. Sino ang pinaka-nararapat? At para sa akin po, si Kuya Kiko po ay isa sa mga ito. Kaya tandaan po natin, number 51 sa balota. Kiko Pangilinan.
Woo! Thank you so much, Isa. Bago magkaayan, sige, a reaction from Senator Kiko and a reaction as well from SCP, please. Senator, reaction to...
Well, thank you, Isa. Tama nga, magkasama kami noon sa Lenny Kiko campaign. At nabanggit din ni Fee actually na sa totoo lang, hindi talaga ako balak tumakbong Vice President noong 2022. May kwento ka na rin. Kasi October 6, 2021, magpa-file na ako for Senate. Kasi number 8 na ako sa survey naman. So, medyo maganda na laban. But October 5, si Vice President Lenny sent me a text message saying after consulting our political allies in the party, our party mates, political allies in the coalition, and her kids, she said, they all agree that I'm the best choice for Vice President. So, muntik ako malaglag sa sila. But I was one of those who convinced her to reconsider her decision kasi gusto na niya talagang tumakbong governor. So 6 months before the filing, I was already asking her, please don't run for governor, the country wants you. So when she asked me to run, of course the first thing that entered my mind was my wife's blessings because clearly there's a dynamic there. So hindi siya madali. So, but in the end, things fell into place when I asked Sharon after she prayed, because she was hyperventilating before she prayed. And after praying, she felt a calm, a peace. And she said what she told Frankie, they were both in New York at that time. Whatever your dad decides, we will support. And so I went back to Vice President Lenin and I told her, sige ma, let's do this. Because I also asked her, Mom, in case lang, are there other options just in case, di ba, yung issue ng dynamics? Sabi niya, it's okay, I understand, I will respect if you don't agree to be my Vice President. But it's too late, sabi niya. I will just run without the Vice President. Just tukulwami na yun. So, duty, I said, and Sharon gave me her blessings. I set aside my own political plans, which some said was already a sure win, and went into the mission impossible, but no regrets. No regrets. There was an opportunity to offer, to sacrifice for our nation, and I will forever look at that as an honor and a privilege to have done so. Not many people are given that opportunity to sacrifice for the love of country. I guess that's what we did for him. And that's what we are willing to do because we need to bring our country forward. And if sacrifices are necessary to do that, we will do that. Thank you.
Alright, thank you. Nay Mega, medyo baka bibig ka ni Miss Isa.
Oo, grabe. Tsaka feeling ko nandito lang si Mother. Sobra kaming grateful kay Isa. Again, kay Rosel, kay And parang last stretch na. Siguro lahat ng sampu ko sa mga loob ko hindi ko kasi maintindihan ng pag-aaral. Siguro lumalabas na. I'm just really very grateful. Isa, thank you. Sis, thank you. And personally, thank you. Sa lahat ng mga kasamahan ko sa showbiz, mga kapwa-artista ko, mga awit, my heart is overflowing with gratitude. Thank you for your faith in Kiko. Wala na akong masabi ko dito. Sa mga kaibigan ko sa press, dito sa show business na industriya natin, karamihan sa inyo talaga, it's familiar faces. You've been helping me forever now. It's my husband. Maraming salamat for being here. Talagang pamilya tayo. Simula pagkabata mo, yung asawa ko, tsaka para naman sa bayan talaga, di ba? Maraming salamat for this opportunity. Tsaka mahal namin kayo. Thank you so much. Talaga, EJ, thank you.
Okay. One last appeal na lang, no? We have 5 days to go. How can you help us? If you can provide us coverage every day for the next 5 days, we still have a number of activities. Pakilabas sa inyong mga platforms, cover us. 5 araw na lang ito. Luzon Caravan, May 8 to 10. Iikot po kami sa iba't ibang parte ng Luzon. Naga will be meeting the advance of Lenny, who's running for mayor. So sana, 5 araw na pag-cover sa amin, pag-upload sa social media, at pag-monitor at pag-report ng mga nangyayari. Dahil talagang this last 5 days is critical so that we can consolidate yung ating. Yeah. And in anticipation also of more disinformation that will come our way, so we hope you can help us with the truth. And 5 araw lang naman. Pero ang kapalit ay palagay ko victory. Yes. Ang kapalit ay mananaig ang tama, mananaig ang katotohanan, mananaig ang katagunan, at mananaig ang tapat at totoong panunod.
Diba sumuporta ang entertainment media? So, you know that. Kasi you know that.
Thank you. Salamat.
Siyempre, hindi ko complete ang isang media ko na itong sponsored by the Regal family without this question. Plans for the entertainment industry, Senator Kiko.
Yes, I think it's, I'm inspired by what Korea, the government of Korea is doing to promote cinema, food, the arts, culture, and pumping investments, of course, incentives for the industry. I think if talent alone, we can match them. But the support, of government is critical. I think the industry is overtaxed. And in exchange for reducing these taxes, we should in fact give incentives so that we promote, because in return, tourism will flourish. That's a new revenue stream. The cinema, we also have to look at why yung masyadong mahal ang ticket prices dito sa atin. Kasi nga, overtaxed. So we have to review that. In return for the incentives, of course, is to bring the movie industry really cutting edge para we can compete with Korea, with Japan, and other countries. So and in Korea, government intervention in support is key, and we should be able to do that. No reason why hindi dapat tayo maging cutting edge center of culture and the arts and cinema in Southeast Asia, if not the world. So that's my commitment. Not because Sharon is my wife, but really, whether she's my wife or not, look at what they're doing in other countries. Yeah, definitely. You want to create. Sabi ko nga dati, meron kasi kaming restaurant na inumpisahan namin, may ihawan.
Saan
Grill.
ito?
This was 2006 pa. Oo, may grill. Kasi nga, galing kaming abroad. Sabi ko, ba't ganun? Ayaw nilang mag-grill. Kasi sabi nila, this was 2006. Kami nga nagluluto sa bahay. Pagdating namin sa restaurant, kami pa rin na magluluto. Diba? So it did not click. Pero bakit ngayon lahat gusto mag-sakyong-sakyong? Diba? Dahil nakita nila sa pelikula, nakita nila sa K-drama, na-influensyahan tuloy sila. Dapat ganun din. Ang Pilipinas, pag binigyan ng suporta, yung P-drama, diba? Pag binigyan ng suporta ang ating movie industry, may lalabas natin yung cutting edge, yung kultura, ay lahat. Yun, mga turista darating dito, at may enjoy yung ating kultura. So talagang kailangan, we have to review the tax incentives, how do we reduce these entertainment taxes, but in return, dapat may revenue sa tourism, may revenue siya, kasi yun ang kapalit nun. So we just have to craft.
Please support that.
Yes, I will author and co-author these incentives so that we can do not just what Korea is doing, but do better.
Yes, thank you. Last one is Isa. You are one of the founding officers of Accor, right? May you know what your stand as a, meron ba? Can you speak for the whole organization?
I cannot speak on behalf
You
of the
are
entire
here,
organization. I am here as Isa Calzada.
Yourself.
Hindi ko pa inaano ko kami. Kanya-kanya po, we cannot speak for the organization. Pero
ang maganda ng ano niyo, gusto ko yung stand ng Accor.
salamat.
Without not mentioning naman, pero alam ko na exactly your color. Ay, color! At this point, with that last question from Ms. Isa, I would like to request all the nandito sa Presidential for a photo of group